to 0.09. And you'll see very quickly why we go to 0.09. You've probably seen these tables in a textbook, but just to show you how you actually create them, use the formula in Excel, equal norms dist, and you take the column and lock in the column. So hit your F4 key, or if you're on an Apple, you'll have to manually type the $. So $, the column, and then the row number, and then comma the row, and we'll lock in the row number. And when we do this, you'll get a 0.5. Oops, Excel doesn't like what I did for some reason. Don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have just added the 2. I used the comma. So it's for me. I'm starting this in C3. So norm dist $C4 plus D $3. I hit enter, and you'll get 0.5 here. We usually go out 4 decimal places. What that means is when you're 0 standard deviations from the mean, that means you're right in the middle. You can expect 50% of the distribution to be to one side of that and 50% to be the other. We can copy this down, and then we can copy it across. You can see now we have an actual normal table. I'm going to bold my row and bold my column, and then I'm going to do view and freeze frames so that I have this frozen in, and now here's my distribution. And what all these numbers mean as you move out, let's say a good example, one that you probably know really well, is 1%. So if you go find the 1%, which is the 99%, you find 99 in the table right here. Here is 1%. So 99% of the time you'll be the one side of the distribution, and 1% of the time you'll be on the other side. That's a 2.33 standard deviation event. So if you're 2.33 standard deviations from the mean, 99% will be to the left of that, and 1% will be to the right of that, depending on which way you're going on the distribution. I'll show you in the distribution. The other very common one is 95%. With 95%, or 5%, and they're interchangeable. That's 1.65 or 1.64 standard deviations. Auditors use the 5% and 1% a lot, so they look at an event that happens that is 1.65 standard deviations from the mean, or 2.33. So we'll be using the normal curve, and you'll see these problems. So what I'll do, I'm going to stop this video and continue on the second video and do a few math problems, and then after we do a few math problems, I'll then make sure to give you more examples, more practice problems to get ready for the exam. So this is video 1 of 2 for our class on Tuesday.